Hello, dear ones. We are Judah, and we are happy to be here with you in this moment of your time.
Well, thank you. I think I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you for your welcome. We have a history, my friend.
Yeah. And I thank you for helping me.
It is our pleasure. We would desire that there be less of a gap in our understandings and in our communications. However, we trust that you are always landing on your feet and knowing that we care for you very much.
It may not seem like it at the time, but after I ruminate over it, I can't say that I find any argument with anything you say.
We are full of righteousness and right standing with the Most High, and so we operate very differently in our understanding. And we understand there is a gap to be bridged, and we are very forthright and speak our minds.
Good. Wouldn't want it any other way.
Now, how may we serve you this evening? If you have no specific questions, we have responses.
Well, I do. I come up with the questions and I think, oh, I got to ask this. And then when the time comes, I can't remember. I need to write them down or something. The one thing that is curious is there a planet called Brevrion?
Bevricon. Yes.
And it's places where people go to get calibrated and healed.
Yes, that is correct.
So how do I get there?
You simply go there in your imagination, meditation.
Okay.
You go there in your consciousness, your state of consciousness. In consciousness, there is no time and space. This is what facilitates the actual experience you're having right now in our presence. How can we be present? We are present because we merge our consciousness with the consciousness of this vessel, and the two become one. And so all that is needed is for you to simply connect your consciousness to the consciousness of the people or persons who live in this location. And all consciousness is free from limitations of location and time. So it is a matter of the will and of focused attention.
Yes, I understand that, and I've heard that more than enough times now. For some reason, Baba Ji,
Yes.
who has come through me in the treatment room with one of
Yes.
his disciples. So I asked about that and if I could connect with him. He said, yes, consciousness to consciousness. Well, I've tried 3 or 4 times to do that, and it doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere. And I've tried to connect consciousness with other beings, and I seem like I'm stuck. I have some kind of problem. I've been unable so far to do that.
And yet he comes to visit you randomly, does he not?
Well, only when I'm in the treatment room that I know of.
Yes. And so can you trust in that, in his timing, and in the connection?
Yes, but I would like to connect with him other times as well.
Yes.
And so I think about him and I'm trying to connect consciousness to consciousness, and I don't seem to get anywhere.
Let's see if we can give you a little more information in order to make the connection.
Please.
So when we connect with this vessel, then we merge into her being, and she does not experience herself at all as being separate from us. In fact, we are her. So when you are channeling Baba Ji, then you become Baba Ji. You are Baba Ji. You speak like Baba Ji. You think like Baba Ji. You have the information that Baba Ji has. And so there will be, when this connection is made, there will be some moments in time in which you are Babaji. Just as this vessel now in this moment is not operating as a person, she is operating as Judah. She is Judah. In these moments, she is experiencing herself as Judah. And there is a total disappearance of the self and emerging in with who we are. So this is how you will know and understand that you have made the connection, is that you will suddenly begin to be a different person than who you are. You will be someone else. You will speak differently. You will respond differently. Your energy will be different. Your manner of speaking and responding will be different because you will be Babaji. You see.
Yes, and that happens in that treatment room with that one particular person. I'll say things and it's just like, just intuitively say things and they seem to be absolutely right, and I feel like that's not me. But I would like to sit and meditate and connect with him because his energy is so peaceful and just feels so good that so I would like to be able to do that during a meditation. That's when I'm talking about I have been unable to connect.
The reason that you are able to channel Babaji when his sannyasin is in your presence is because the young man carries the essence and presence of Babaji with him because he has been a diligent and faithful follower and student. And so you are literally simply mirroring back to the young man the level of Babaji's presence that the young man carries. You see, you are reflecting it back to him as a mirror reflects a light back to its own source.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is why you are able to channel Babaji when you are with the young man. So if you want to experience this with Babaji, then you must become like the young man. You must get to know the essence, the presence, the teaching, the principles, the energy of Babaji by spending time with him. Now, this is how this vessel has channeled so many others. For if you remember, not so long ago, in a channeling session, you saw the face of a Chinaman.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
And you saw this because, again, you were acting as a mirror, reflecting back to the vessel, Lao Tzu, because the vessel had been spending so much time with Lao Tzu. Time at his feet, reading, listening, studying, meditating on the teachings of Lao Tzu. And in doing so, she attracted his presence. So when you saw his face, it was because you were picking up on Lao Tzu in her merging with Lao Tzu, you see.
Okay.
And so if you really want to channel the essence of a being, you do that by becoming their sannyasin, by sitting at their feet, by absorbing their teaching, by surrendering yourself to what they are saying, to the experience that they are offering from the vibration of their soul. And then as you do that, you become able to channel. Yes? And if you remember that evening, she actually channeled Lao Tzu for the first time. You see, she attracted the presence of Lao Tzu. This is how it is done. If you want to channel Babaji, you enter into a state of being his sannyasin in which you are hungry to learn and operate in his essence. And then you will find yourself channeling him at a point in time.
I'm not really looking to actually channel the way that the vessel does. I'm anxious to feel that his energy when I meditate.
Yes.
That's the same thing as channeling?
Yes, it is the same.
All right.
It is the same.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like the more time I spend in a higher vibration, the easier it is for me to go up in vibration.
Absolutely,
So-
of course.
so
You
that's
will
what-
always gravitate towards the vibrations, which why we have been saying, and will say again and continue to say until others are grasping this, that environment is more important than anything when it comes to spiritual growth. You see, there are many who want to do what they do and have glorious metaphysical divine experiences, but then they still want to watch their horror movies on Friday night. And the two things cannot coexist because they are vibrational opposites. And we don't have any judgment about if they want to watch such things. That is fine. But then it is not fair to point a finger at us and say, angels, source, you're not coming through for me. This is what I want and you're not delivering, because they are not minding their vibration. Yes. And they cannot coexist with us in a space in which we can speak to them if their vibration is such a mismatch, so if there is such disparity. So the way you begin to channel the essence of a healer or an enlightened being is to spend time in their presence, which is so easy for you to do now with this marvel of the internet. Yes?
Okay. Yes. And I think we've done, I think, a fairly good job of like no TV.
Absolutely, we concur.
Some other things we're really trying to do what we can.
Yes, we agree. Now, don't forget that your master, you have this relationship with, and you might want to rekindle it.
Yes.
Is Baba G more powerful than he? We would say not.
No.
Baba G, in fact, stands on his shoulders or in his shadow, as do you.
I guess the thought that I have about that is that when we were channeling about him at one point in time with somebody, I don't even remember who, it was said that he was on the 12th dimension and he very rarely comes down, and he's just up there just enjoying that. So I kind of feel like I don't want to bother him. I know it wouldn't be a bother, I don't understand, but I don't know.
Yes, well, we would say this is a human misconception.
Yeah.
Yes. Because all consciousness is coexisting.
And I know that he's always there, and there's been times when I needed help, and I know that he's helped me. I know that.
Well, he's helping you all the time.
Yeah, okay.
As a matter of fact, you might be angry with him if you knew how much of the catalysts that you endure are his being instigated by him.
Yeah. Well, he's my master.
Yes.
I trust him completely.
Yes. Okay, well done. Enjoy your evening. Yes?
Thank you.